It's been 1 full year of the Simple Joys YouTube channel. 1 full year. March 17th, 2020, I decided to make a YouTube channel about slow living. And I had no idea that the slow living movement would become so big and it would become so popular now. It's amazing to see. It's so inspiring and exciting and wonderful. I don't know if I ever shared the story about how I started Simple Joys, but I was actually in meditation one day. It was at the start of the pandemic. I was in meditation and all my photo shoots were canceled. You know, my photography business was basically like paused indefinitely with the pandemic. And I had no way of making income on my own as a freelancer, as an entrepreneur. I had no way of making income. And I remember being in meditation and staring at the back of my eyelids, just looking at the black and being fully present in my breath. And I heard the message from my gut, from my heart, speak online. And I was like, speak online? What am I going to speak on? What do I know? I'm just a photographer. I don't know much about any of this. And the message I received was, speak what you know. What you know. And I knew right when I heard those words, what you know, I had to speak about slow living because I've been on this journey for 3 years now about learning about slow living. And it started with the book, Chasing Slow by Aaron Lochner. It started when I was living in Virginia. And then when I moved to France, I really started taking like massive action to really slow my life down and to pause more and to be more present more than ever before. Because I noticed that for years I was always chasing something. When I was an actress, I was chasing. And now I just don't care. I don't care about any of it anymore. And I think that not caring is kind of vital to slow living. It doesn't mean you're lazy. It doesn't mean you don't care about self-improvement or becoming a better person. It just means you stop caring about what anyone thinks of you. You stop caring whether people like you or not, whether you make a ton of money or not. Because you realize what matters and what's really important in your life. And for me, being alive is the most important thing. Being here and being present in my life and not taking it for granted. Loving my partner, loving my family, loving my friends, my best friends. I guess I just realized what's really important in life. And when the pandemic happened, you know, everything shut down. All my sessions were canceled, everything. And I scrambled to try to find another way to make money. And so I looked into how can I make money from my blog? I've been blogging for 4 years. Maybe I can make some side income from my blog, you know, and started with that. And then I started with affiliates on my blog and then started making YouTube videos for fun. That turned into an income stream. And now I'm so grateful for Patreon because my Patreon supporters are really the people that are able to really keep me going because making videos takes a lot of time and it's a lot of energy and it's a lot of work. And people who make nature videos like I do, where you know, set up your camera and you go run in the fields or whatever, run in the mountains, it takes immense work. People like, you know, Yona Yinton and Isabel Page and, you know, people who make videos in nature, it takes immense work. And I didn't know that before I started making videos. I was just like, oh, this will be fun. It's just a little hobby. I'll just bring my camera for a day. And then, you know, my first living in France video got a lot of traction in the first like 48 hours that I posted the video. And so that was like, oh, it encouraged me to keep going and to keep making videos. And now I love it. I love the process of filmmaking. It's become an art form for me. And, you know, I've become obsessed with, you know, color grading and storyboarding and creating and mapping out a scene before it happens, or, you know, getting the image in my head, writing it, you know, scribbling it down in a notebook, the image that I see, and then going out and getting that shot exactly from what was in my mind. You know, I love it. I'm obsessed with the process of creating videos as a method of storytelling. Patreon has been such an immense support for me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And YouTube, of course, like every one of you who watch my videos, every one of you who gives my video a thumbs up or a thumbs down, you know, or leaves a comment, all of you guys who leave comments, that really affects my channel because YouTube is an algorithm. It's like the Instagram algorithm or the Facebook algorithm. When a video gets more likes, more comments, more dislikes, whatever, that encourages the YouTube algorithm to share my videos to other people who don't know me or don't know the Simple Joys or don't know about this kind of content from me. And so I just want to thank all of you for your support in engaging with my content and, you know, leaving comments. I can't tell you how much that has helped me grow to, you know, by the time this video goes out, we might be at 30,000 subscribers, which is just insane. Insane! Because I don't know if I ever shared this in a video, but when I started Simple Joys, my goal was 1,000. And I'm not talking about like first year goal, like I'm talking about like lifetime 1,000 subscribers, because before Simple Joys I had another YouTube channel and I did vlogs. Like I did vlogging, day in my life, and, you know, going to Disneyland and travel vlogs, and I did a lot of Disneyland Paris vlogs, like food vlogs, foodie vlogs, and because my husband and I were mega foodies and we're obsessed with Disneyland, and so, you know, we had a whole YouTube channel dedicated around Disneyland vlogs. And that channel, in the 3 years that I consistently uploaded on that channel, I only gained like 90 subscribers, 100 subscribers. I remember when I hit 100 after 3 years, I was like, nice, nice. And so what I mean to say is I never expected Simple Joys to grow more than 1,000, because my experience personally with YouTube was that I wasn't going to grow, because for 3 years I had been uploading and I only gained, you know, 90 subscribers. I just thought, okay, well, that's probably what's going to happen again, and I'm going to shoot for 1,000 and we'll see if I get there. And now I'm at 30,000, which is just insane. Insane. I remember finding YouTubers that were in my slow living niche when I started at 2,000 subscribers. And I remember looking at their content and being like, wow, they're famous. And it's true, it's so many people. And I just thinking about 30,000 people. 30,000 people have clicked that button. It's amazing. It's amazing. And I'm just so grateful. Sometimes it takes me a minute to like, wow, 30,000 people. It's a lot. And so happy 1 year anniversary. Happy 1 year anniversary to you guys and to the Simple Joys. 1 year ago, March 17th, 2020, I started a YouTube channel about slow living and noticing the simple joys. And since then, we have grown to 30,000 people, 30,000 souls, kindred spirits, who want to see these videos every week. We now have a merch line. I created merchandise, and I worked with a graphic designer on Fiverr, and she helped me create this design of the sun, which was actually the inspiration for Simple Joys when I started a year ago. I was in meditation and I received a visual image of a giant sun, a blazing sun. And there were so many people that were repulsed by this sun because it was so bright and it was so harsh. And it was too much. It was too much sun for people. And there were a lot of people that walked away and said, nah, I don't like it. It's too much energy, too much light. And then there were other people that sat down, brought a picnic, brought a blanket, and watched the sun. And I remember I felt a lot of symbolism with that, with my own heart. I feel like sometimes I am too much for people. I'm a very intense personality. I've got a lot of passion. I'm a Taurus, Sun, Leo, Moon, Scorpio rising, Pluto in the first house. If that doesn't tell you everything you need to know, I don't know what will. But truly, like, I'm a very intense, passionate personality. And I've always known that deep down that's going to turn people off. And this whole YouTube journey has been me learning how to really love and accept myself, and to accept my passion, and to love my intensity and my enthusiasm and gusto for life. And some days it's a struggle. You know, some days comments get to me. Some days I feel like, I don't know, I'm just too much for people. But I've learned to love and accept and forgive myself. And a lot of that is just through EFT tapping and watching the thoughts and meditation and going out into nature, connecting with the trees, and just telling myself that I love myself. So this is the journey. This is the journey. Thank you for subscribing to the Simple Joys YouTube. I'm so excited to go on to year 2, chapter 2. I feel like the next videos I'm going to be sharing are going to be really beautiful, and I'm really excited. I've become really in love with the process of filmmaking and learning more about color grading and art correction and storyboarding and all this. And I'm so excited to share my future videos with you about life in France and what I'm learning from the people. Most importantly, the people that I have met and befriended and had conversations with in all the countries that I'm living in. I want to share their stories. I want to share what I've learned from them, my neighbors, my local community, because these are the people whose stories are worth telling. And I'm so excited to continue sharing the light and the simple joys with you. So I just want to thank you. Thank you for sticking around. I'm so excited for year 2. And by the time you see this video, I'll be in California making more videos. I'm excited. So yeah, thank you. And I'm giving you such a big hug. I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you next week here on The Simple Joys. Bye.